You are utterly useless as a daughter-in-law. You can't do anything for this house. I fail to comprehend why my son married someone like you.
What have I done wrong this time? I'm currently at work, so I don't have much time to talk.
Quit using work as an excuse. Your earnings are meager anyway. You should be grateful that I allow you to live here, even though you contribute so little. How about being more helpful and taking on more housework? It's unbelievable that I'm the one doing it all these days.
I genuinely appreciate everything you do for us, but I help with the housework whenever possible. As soon as I return from work, I pitch in every day.
Not helping me with the housework. I'm your mother-in-law. A daughter-in-law like you should have taken care of all of that, and I don't have to do anything.
I'll help with the housework, but I can't do everything. Sometimes I have to work overtime and can't assist, but that's because I'm working hard. I'm doing my best, and I don't appreciate your demeaning tone.
I just like your retorts. Stop being so arrogant and know your place.
I didn't mean to offend you. If I did, I was merely explaining my situation.
I pity John. He made a terrible choice marrying you. There were so much better options for someone as handsome and talented as him.
That's quite offensive, isn't it? I don't think he sees me that way at all. We both agreed to work and share household responsibilities after marriage. There are times when I'm busier than him. I can't manage all the housework all the time. If you need help, you should ask him too. Why do you always pick on me, knowing I'm busy?
You clearly don't get it, do you? Are you seriously trying to make your husband do all the housework for you?
No, that's not what I meant. I just think he should help out occasionally. It's unfair right now because I handle so much housework, even though we both work full-time.
Your entire thought process is flawed. You shouldn't expect your husband to do any housework. Change the way you think.
I don't think you're right, Emily. Husbands and wives are equal. I work to earn money, and so does my husband. So if I do housework, why doesn't my husband help out with it? We should know how to support each other.
Nonsense. How can a husband do housework? I never taught John to do that.
Before we moved in with you, we shared the housework quite evenly, but since we're moved in, you've been complaining so much that it's been difficult to balance things between us. How about we try to get along and find a fair way to split the workload?
I'm sorry, but I decline.
Can you please think about it? I'm really trying my best to ensure everyone's happiness. I want us to get along since we live together. I don't enjoy arguing with you every day. Can we please give it a try?
It's entirely your fault that we can't get along. Correcting your mistakes and arguing with you stresses me out. I don't think I can stand being around you any longer.
I had no idea you felt that way about me.
You had no idea? You really are clueless, aren't you? It annoys me that you barely contribute to the housework, even as a wife. I've been doing it all since I got married. I don't understand why you can't do the same. Who do you think you are?
Times have changed. It's not expected for the wife to do all the housework anymore. We have different situations. I work a full-time job. Please try to understand our differences. Let's strive to get along.
I just thought of a perfect solution to all of this.
A solution? Great. What's on your mind?
It's brilliant. I won't be stressed because of you anymore.
That would be wonderful for both of us. Can you tell me your plan?
You'll find out soon enough. Look forward to it. Because it's such a great idea.
What is it? Can't you tell me now?
No. I need some time to prepare.
All right, I'll look forward to it then.
Hi, Layla. I recall you mentioned a business trip scheduled for this weekend, right?
Yes, that's correct. I'll be away for a couple of days. Is there something you need to discuss?
No worries, it's nothing major. I just wanted to confirm with you.
Well, all my dates are marked in the calendar. By the way, could you have a word with your mom for me?
About what exactly?
As you know, we haven't been getting along very well. She mentioned having an idea to address our issues, but she hasn't shared it with me yet. Now she's not responding to any of my messages, and I'm a bit concerned about the complete silence.
I understand your concern.
Wait, seriously? That's all you have to say? Please, could you support me in this? You know, we both have full-time jobs and my free time is limited. She's pressuring me to handle all the household chores, which is simply not feasible. I believe it's unfair that she's only holding me responsible for it. You could also contribute to the housework. How do you feel about this issue?
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't drag me into your conflicts. This is not my place to get involved in a dispute between two women. You both should resolve it without involving me. And I'd prefer not to hear about it again. Work is already stressing me out, and I don't want extra problems.
How can you say that? I'm also working full-time. I'm stressed too, you know? She's your mother and I'm your wife. You should be helping us to find a solution together.
I know, she's my mom, but I don't want to get caught in needless arguments. My dad doesn't engage in these disagreements either, so I'm going to follow his lead and stay out of it.
Just because your dad doesn't care doesn't mean you shouldn't either. You can't just turn a blind eye to this. You convinced me to move in with your family, so you have a responsibility to help us get along. I worked hard to secure this house where we could all live together. The least you can do is assist me in this matter.
You really need to calm down and not blow this out of proportion. Relax. It's not worth getting so upset over a minor issue. You should try to unwind. It'll be better for everyone.
I've had enough. I can't believe you won't even try to help me.
It's not my problem to solve. Why should I get involved?
What? You're part of this family, and most importantly, you're my husband. How can you be so uninvolved?
I told you, it's not my concern. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Enjoy your business trip. I don't mind you being away for a while. There's no rush for you to come back.
It's a work trip, not a vacation. Nevertheless, I value the time I'll have alone. I'll make sure to use it to relax.
Sure, go ahead. We'll also enjoy our time without you in the house.
That's it. I don't like how you're treating me right now. We need to have a serious talk when I get back. Our relationship has some significant problems, and I'm not happy at all. Please make time for that conversation.
Fine, we can talk when you return.
Hey, Emily. I just wanted to let you know that I'm on my way back. I'll be home around 4 p.m.
Home? What home? Oh my. You no longer have a place to call home in this house.
What in the world are you saying? I'm a bit confused by your message.
I hope you enjoy your life on the streets from today onward. You're officially homeless.
I'm utterly clueless. Could you clarify what is happening?
There's nothing to clarify. It's just as I said. Once you return home, you'll understand. We sold the house, so it's no longer our property.
What? You must be kidding, right?
I'm not joking at all. While you were away on your business trip, we sold the house and moved to a new place without you. Hence, you have nowhere to live now. Have fun as a homeless person on the streets.
Are you serious about all this?
Oh, I'm dead serious.
Because it doesn't seem like a wise decision to me.
What are you talking about? This solved all the problems we were facing. You and I won't have to see each other anymore, so there will be no more arguments. Problem solved.
You really think that? So this is your brilliant plan?
Of course. We're going on a family vacation and staying in a lovely hotel. Tomorrow, we'll be moving into our new place with the help of a moving company.
You've all planned this, and you're not in the new place yet, right?
Not yet. It took a bit longer than expected due to your business trip. I suggested we don't keep it a secret from you, but John insisted on secrecy. He seems somewhat fearful of you. Now that you won't be living with us, I hope he can live a stress-free life.
So that explains it.
What are you talking about?
John was part of this plan too. He's been on your side from the beginning. That's why he kept asking about my business trip, the exact times I'd leave and return. This was all a well-thought-out scheme by all of you.
Absolutely. It was a collective decision. After all, we're family. Except I don't consider you as a part of the family anymore. We sold the house on the day you left for your business trip. Now you have nowhere to call home. Enjoy your miserable life on the streets.
Thanks for informing me. At least I'm sure I'll be much happier without you all.
The feeling is mutual. Never dare to show your face in front of us again.
That's precisely what I intended to say. I never want to speak to any of you ever again. That's it. Goodbye.
Can you please answer the phone? It's an urgent matter, and I need to talk to you immediately. Could you just pick up?
What do you want now? Stop bothering me. I find it quite impolite that you've called me over 100 times. I thought you'd never wanted to see me again.
Some unexpected issues have risen, and I really need to discuss them with you. Would you please just pick up the phone?
Unfortunately, I have no interest in seeing or talking to you at all. I won't answer the phone. What's the problem anyway? What's the emergency? If you have something to say it here. I won't engage in a phone conversation with you.
You know what? I'm in tears right now.
Is that crocodile tears?
No, I mean it. I'm literally crying here.
Fine. What's the reason behind those tears?
It appears that the sale of the house didn't go through. We've already purchased the new house we plan to move into without the money from selling the old house. We're facing financial difficulties. What are we supposed to do now?
Why are you asking me? None of it is my responsibility. You all did this behind my back. Find a solution yourselves.
I wonder why there was a problem with the sale of the house. I tried asking him, but he wouldn't provide any details.
Then let me tell you this. That house is my property. It's under my name. So I stopped the sale.
Wait, what did you just say?
I knew you needed the money from the sale of the house to move to a new house. I contacted the real estate agent yesterday and got the sale canceled. I'm relieved I caught this before it went through. Besides, the sale would have never worked anyway. The house is in my name, so you would have required my permission and signature for the sale to proceed. Did you really think something like this could work? Is your entire family so clueless? How amateur.
I don't understand what's happening. How could the house be in your name? That can't be true. Isn't the house under John's name? It's his house, right?
No, it's not. I was the one who purchased that house.
No way. You must be lying. I always thought it belonged to John. He was the one who bought the house.
Did you seriously believe he could afford a house with his salary? You know how little he earns, right? He'd be lucky to rent out an old apartment with his income.
Wait, what are you talking about? Is his salary really that low?
Yes. How could you not know that? And I assumed you knew I'd been paying off the loans for the house. There's no way you guys could sell the house. I received a couple of missed calls from an unknown numbers. Probably the real estate agency trying to reach me about the situation. I never expected you all to do something so foolish. Anyway, it provided me with a good insight into your actions.
Can you please hold on for a minute? I'm having trouble processing what you just told me.
What part are you finding difficult to process? I thought I explained everything clearly.
You're saying that the house that we are all living in is actually your property, and you're the one paying off the loans? I can't believe any of this.
Well, you'll have to believe it, because it's the truth.
Our plan was to finance the new house with the proceeds from selling the old one. We already made the down payments and we were left with no savings at all. What on earth are we supposed to do now?
I'm completely clueless as to why you're asking me this. What do you expect me to do?
Please find a way to resolve this. You bear some responsibility as well. You should help us to solve this problem.
You've got a lot of nerve, Emily. How could any of this be my responsibility? You and your family made this decision without involving me. It's up to all of you to figure out a solution. After all, you've made it clear that I'm no longer a part of your family. I have no intention of assisting you at all.
But you're his wife. You should do something to support him.
Why am I obligated to do anything? When I told you that I'll ask my husband to help with housework, you didn't agree. And now you're telling me that because I'm his wife, so I have to help him? What nonsense is that? Besides, I'm not his wife anymore.
What did you just say? What do you mean by not his wife anymore?
I divorced your son because he was a terrible partner. Didn't he say anything to you?
What are you talking about? Are you referring to my son?
Yes. Who else would I be talking about? We had a discussion a few days ago and decided to end our marriage. But he never mentioned his plan to sell my house.
Are you saying we're complete strangers now?
Yes, pretty much. Have you finally realized that you all might end up homeless?
Are you seriously going to do this to us? I never imagined things would turn out like this. Are you going to abandon us completely?
Why not? I see no reason to help. You guys plan to harm me and now expecting my help? Please say something more reasonable.
It's not what you think.
You were telling me to enjoy my life on the streets. I don't feel inclined to assist people who would say such things to me. It seems your plan to get rid of me from the house has backfired. And now you're the ones without a place to live.
Don't worry. We'll manage. John still has a job, so we won't face any financial issues. We just need to find another place to live. Though I have no idea how we'll manage the finances for the new place.
That's a predicament for all of you to solve. I'm no longer part of your lives. The divorce actually came at the perfect time for me. Frankly, I was looking for a reason to leave the house.
I can't believe this. How dare you talk to me like that? Are you seriously not going to help us out?
Of course I won't help. We're strangers now. Did your husband know anything about this? I didn't think he would agree to something like this.
He didn't know all the details. How am I supposed to break the news to him? That we have no place to live now? What are you going to do about this? You've completely disrupted my plans.
Stop blaming me for any of this. How about taking responsibility for what you've done? This was your plan to resolve the issues between us, right? At least we won't have to argue every day now that we won't be living together. Thanks to your brilliant plan. It's perfect for both of us.
Yeah, I still don't want to live with you at all. Nevertheless, this isn't how I envisioned things to unfold. I have no idea what I'm going to do from now on.
Who cares about tomorrow anyway? I'm relieved that we don't have to live together anymore. Problem solved, right? Please don't contact me again. I need to leave now. Goodbye. I wish you and your family the best. Even if you end up facing difficulties.
What? Wait! You can't leave me like that.
Layla, please hear me out.
Stop bothering me.
Wait, you've got it all wrong.
I don't think so.
That was my mother's plan. I had no idea about it. I mean it.
Why are you telling me this? I don't care. I'm not part of your family anymore.
Wait, we haven't gone to court yet, so legally, we're still married.
What's your point exactly?
First of all, I'm sorry for my mother's actions. What she did was unforgivable. Next, I want to...
Spit it out.
Can we avoid getting divorced? I still love you. I promise my mother won't interfere with us anymore, and I'll always support you.
Done talking?
And I'll help with the housework. I'll take care of all the chores, and you won't have to do a thing. I promise. So, please, help my family.
Your promise sounds appealing, but it doesn't mean much to me.
It's not an empty promise. I'm completely sincere.
Is that so? What about your promise to Sarah?
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about your mistress, Sarah. A few days ago, you were ready to divorce me because of her.
That's not true. If that were the case, why would I still want to be with you? I keep saying I love you, and I'm willing to do everything for you. I'm not that kind of bastard.
It's amusing how you're cursing yourself like that.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are a bastard, John. You cheated on me. You had an affair with Sarah behind my back. You were willing to leave me for her because she's wealthier. Unfortunately for you, she dumped you. Maybe that's because you're so useless.
No way. How could you possibly know all this?
I don't know, but you've confirmed that everything is true. So, there's nothing left to discuss. Goodbye.
Wait, I don't understand why I did those things, but can't you find it in your heart to forgive me? After all, we're still married.
You're incredibly audacious. Let me make this clear. I will never forgive an adulterer, especially you. That's the end of this conversation. Now get lost.
No, please help us. I still love you, Layla.
After talking to me, Emily asked John if what I said was true, and John admitted that everything I said was true and that the house was mine. Emily was very angry, but they had no way to resolve it. She tried to call me, but I blocked her. Emily's family had to live on a meager salary to rent a house and make ends meet. Emily's husband was also furious about Emily and John's disgraceful actions leading to their separation. Oh, by the way, Sarah was actually my friend. We already know John is a philanderer, so it was all a scheme to make John agree to a divorce and reveal his true colors. As for me, after resolving the issues with John and Emily, I decided to use the money from selling my house to buy an apartment in the city center. This place is far away from my old home and the troublesome people, and they can't find me or bother me anymore. My life has completely changed since ending ties with that family. I am focused on taking care of myself and advancing in my career. This is exactly what I have been longing for all along.